I've been coming to see Paul for about 5 or 6 years, very regularly, once a week and sometimes once every other week, full 90-minute massages. And initially, it just, when I met Paul and at an event and he put his hands on me, I just had a sense like this person is the right person to massage me. And apparently that turned out to be a good sense. And it's been really rich and beneficial. So I keep coming back because it just seems to really work. I don't have any chronic pain, but it just seems to benefit me in so many ways. I haven't had that many massages in my life, probably 15 or 20 in the course of my life before I met Paul. And they were just casual. Maybe I fell asleep. They didn't seem to have any real deep therapeutic benefit. And I enjoyed them, but it wasn't really worth the money. And these massages are worth the money. I'm getting a lot of tangible results out of this and more range of motion and ease in my body. I've had so many sessions with Paul. How I feel after my sessions can vary. It really depends on what we're working on. So sometimes we go really, really deep. And the general thing that I notice when I come out of the sessions, because I've been sitting a lot in my history, is that I'm just instantly up taller. My shoulders are more even. My body tends to straighten out. I'm tending to unwind patterns that I have. And there have been unexpected benefits. And I don't know where they come from or what, but a lot of energetic movement as well. So often my experience while I'm working with Paul is I'm also working on something within myself. And I know it took me a little while, a few months, to realize that my job is to find out where I'm tightening and loosen it while Paul is working on something with me. And that has been a revelation. How do I feel about my session and what made me happiest about working with Solo Luna or working with Paul directly? I'm excited every week when I go. I'm excited before my session. I'm looking forward to riding my edges and expanding energetically and physically. So there's something unique here that I don't know I could capture in any testimonial. It's just something you're going to have to experience to maybe relate to what I'm saying. But there's something unique, and there's something in me really saying yes to it and being all in. I don't know if Paul could be effective if someone was in resistance and not willing to release that. So I feel like we're a team together working on integration in my body. I've recommended these massages to many friends, and many have experienced it. And when I describe it, I usually say, well, Paul is the best massage therapist that I've worked with. And he's flexible in what he's able to do. He's able to respond to what's happening and not just do a routine on my body. That's not that much use to me. I guess someone could have an incredible routine that I've learned to love, but we go in and we find out, there's a bit of triage, what's happening in my body, and we respond to it. And I may have a sense of something he doesn't, and vice versa. And so we're working together on my body. I'm not just going in and surrendering myself to this expert. And I imagine it works best when we are working together. And I wouldn't say we ever really disagree. I might have a sense of something, but what often happens is like, hey, I'm really noticing something in my neck right now. And often Paul will say, yeah, that's exactly what I was sensing. And that's where we're going next. And very occasionally I have a different sense that he has. And it's fun to play with that. So what I've experienced with most massage therapists is that they think they know what's best for me, and they're going to do it. And even though I have a say in it, it's just a different experience. And I do like to go to someone and see what they do without much input. And in my experience here, Paul and Amanda both, they really enjoy lots of input. They really thrive with input, and they really want to delivers something to me that's right for me and that works well, that seems more important to them than doing it in a way that they feel good about having done it. I think my experience is that sometimes when I go out and when I've worked with Amanda, and she's like, I'd like to hear everything you have to say about massage. And my same experience with Paul, if I have any feedback or any input, that seems really important to them. And that's something I'm not sure if I've experienced elsewhere. And I'm not sure if, I'm sure that I haven't gone to see anyone else long enough to get to that point since I'm 5 years in or more, 5 or 6 years in with this. I've really found something that consistently works and can flex and change and adjust to wherever I am in the moment. So it's very different than a structured workout or anything. I honestly never know what I'm going to get or what it's going to look like when I come in to receive a massage. And I can count on at this point it's going to be satisfying. Varying degrees. Like if we're working on something we chip away 20% on it, it might not have the same satisfaction of something that we just completely release, but satisfying nonetheless.